my friends stand by me only if I'm right. I come out of triple darkness just to see the light. If I say it once, I guarantee I say it twice. If they want me, I ain't going out without a fight. In my dreams, I'm a killer, but for God, man. Try to play it cool, but it's getting hard, man. Rolling with the real and deaf to all the frauds, man. Not too many on me, yeah, it's kinda hard, man. In my room, sitting in my room. Know they waiting on me and I'm coming soon. Never been a sellout, never been a coon. Y'all be on the camera acting, I'ma show them how I true it.
I should have got more than two. I'd be like, yo, wow. Yo, wow.
Yo, can I get some of
Yo,
your
bro.
joint?
You got
See?
2 dozen.
Bro,
over
let
there.
me get. Bro,
Let me get half of that.
I asked you what you wanted.
I asked you how many you wanted. You told me
That's exactly
you
what
can
I'm
make
talking
as
about.
much as you
But
want.
with my
That's why
wife.
this boy Y ain't helped him yet.
I was, this topic that we're about to talk about, I was, when we think about certain aspects of life, one of the things that I particularly cannot stand is a person that is either selfish,
Yeah.
stingy,
Mm.
and I think it starts with children and them not being developed into the type of people that believe in sharing and generosity.
Real quick before you get deep into that.
Something told me you might say something
Because, because my wife, I hear this from my wife a lot, and I think there's a difference because, and she doesn't understand it. And if we've seen, I'm sure you've seen like the memes or whatever, right?
So she's saying you self.
Hold on, yes.
Okay, all right. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Explain, James.
And I think Kevin Hart had a part, with a bit in it. A dude, it was one that I shared with her. It was funny because dude was eating the food and she was like, "Oh, that look good," and he amped on her just like, "Yo, I asked you if you wanted something."
Sip of my juice.
Oh, yeah, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
right? So, all right, if we're
So he's
we're
selfish
preparing or
with the
having a
food.
meal, having a meal or whatever, right? Or if we're just ordering, like, hey, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna get this. Do you want such and so and so? Right? And she'll be like, "No, so blah, blah, blah." And so then when we get our food or whatever it is, and she's asking me for some, I was like, "No,
Really?
you had the opportunity to get. I asked you if you didn't want any. Is that considered selfish or no? Because to me, it's not.
Absolutely not.
Because my
That's not
thing,
selfish.
and it's because it's like sharing to me is if I have, you don't have any, I'm gonna share, right?
That's a form of sharing. Yeah, I get it, but
But I have what I want, you have what you want. That's and because I don't share what I know what I wanted, you could have had what I
so
wanted as
basically
well.
what you're saying
Uh-uh.
is I
To me,
would
that's not
like to
selfish.
eat all of what I ordered. right?
Exactly.
And I shouldn't be penalized because you were indecisive at the time we ordered it.
Exactly. Something like that. That's,
So
yes.
it's, I don't think it's selfish. I don't think she should call you selfish because you could call back and say, you just can't make your mind up. But that would be a problem, as we all know. So I don't know what you're going to do,
Or
bro.
in some
You might
instances,
just, maybe what you should do is be proactive and just order more.
Hey, you took
No,
the words
wait,
out of my mouth.
wait,
Hey, look. Hey, look.
wait, but psychologically, listen, she would trip off of this every time when we're like, even if we're making food at home, right, and we're making our meal, and it may be like a leftover, I don't know, or whatever, but she'll say, "Put a spoonful on there for me," or something. I'm like, "Yo, what is that? What do you mean,
Brother,
Dang.
She
yo.
just takes it, bro.
Because it's like,
Let me help you out, brother.
yo,
help him,
Yeah,
chill.
brother,
Help him, chill.
brother.
But now you know he do drive the price of loving up.
Yeah.
Before we get started.
yeah.
Before we get
Oh,
started.
man.
let's
I
keep,
already
Keep
know,
this in
boy.
perspective.
yeah, he drives the
You
price of
take your
loving
wife
up.
to 10-star restaurants, brother. And
brother, let
and
me
you get her
let
the
me share.
20
This man
ounce
got
tomahawk
2 date
steak.
nights a week, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Let me share a few things with you.
Put a video out.
One, I used to be your roommate. And one thing I know about you, brother,
Yeah,
brother, you and I both are guilty of this, and we don't know it.
what's that?
And what we do when we prepare our food, we make it so nice and neat, and we put some love and passion in it,
Yes, sir.
right?
In preparation, yes,
And-
indeed.
And when you do these things, that's attractive to others around, and you
make it
you're
look
just doing
good.
what you
make it
normally
look
do,
Mad good, right?
right? Right. But also, this is a moment that this is her love language, and the moment that she can be intimate with you.
Oh man, see, no, sir, brother.
Oh.
Trying to
I'm
get mad
telling you,
deep
brother.
Right now. No, sir.
Brother, you got your own way of being intimate, but hers is different from yours.
Okay,
You know,
but that's what it is.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. So you
Yeah.
said asking for his food is a form of intimacy.
that's right.
Answer for your French
Because she
Give it
knew
up.
she could order her own food.
Let me ask you this. Can I ask you this? Does the initiation of intimacy, should it travel in both directions?
It could, but normally people don't speak the same love language.
Oh, I get that, but what I'm
Well, how
saying
can it
So
change?
he
is,
got a good love.
is it
language.
if so? I'm gonna take it outside of Sister Stephanie because I'm not gonna have her saying you said this about me. I'm talking about
All
the
right.
situation.
Let's go right.
This is a situation. This
Right.
is not Stephanie.
Okay.
This is not.
So in a situation where a woman sees sharing his food as intimacy, and he
It could be.
it could be, and he accommodates that because he wants to be intimate with her. What I was asking is, can it be seen as her showing of act of intimacy, initiating one by respecting his very peculiar relationship with his food?
Very peculiar relationship.
Do you understand what I'm saying though? Because we all know Jay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say why I said what I just said.
Yeah, we know.
But
Because I know my brother isn't selfish, right? James, where are the 3 places that you just told me in Detroit that you are not going in 2024?
Oh, and I saw this. I got it.
Where you going? Where
it's
you not
It's not
going?
an original. I'm not going the extra mile, above and beyond, and out of my way.
Say it louder, please.
The extra mile, above and beyond, and out of my way.
Now, that being his
Wait.
philosophy for 2024.
listen,
Wait a minute. I met him in '85.
but,
What you talking about? This ain't new.
but James, but see, James,
So my point is, yeah,
James always been like that.
that we all know this.
because him and John
So we're
used to
trying
be.
to tell.
Yeah, you
That's
see, they
my
were
point
both my
to Stephanie.
roommates.
Stephanie, he's not selfish.
This is him.
He's just particular.
You're right.
There's a
John,
difference.
look, John and James used to beef all the time.
Bro.
Cause James, like what I say,
Listen, man, I was
Make
just
it look
explaining
beautiful.
to Hakeem in
James
Detroit
take 18
that
minutes to make
James
that
needs
turkey
2
sandwich.
hours to eat, man.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does, and he
I
take
said,
all of
I
that.
said, Hakeem said, we're going to go back. I said, nah. James need 2 hours to eat once we got back and got set. He need that whole window.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he but he
Yeah.
been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, chill. You
Listen,
said
this-
James was buying $6 bread back in '92.
that's true. It was $4.
That stone cold, that
Me-
stone wheat.
John and our bread was 79
That was
cents.
the only kosher. That was the only
Hey, we
kosher
had
Wonder
double loaf.
bread. Yeah. So,
No.
Hey.
yeah.
But
I like your point though about
but-
it being seen as an intimate
but
act on her
sometimes
part. I like
sometimes when you sometimes that might put them in the atmosphere of cuddling and being in the movies type atmosphere. Like they want to share this special time with you.
And I'm piggybacking
Well,
off
we
you.
got some
Sometimes-
women that
No,
like
sir.
to eat too, though.
Yeah.
bro.
hey, sometimes like you say,
Yeah,
when she sees the care and love that I'm really repeating what you're saying.
Right.
That he pour into making a turkey sandwich
Right.
or whatever. You know what I mean? We done made it.
Yeah,
ate
but it got to be kosher.
Yeah.
You know?
And she like, dang, I want to. So Jane, let me ask you this, because we are solution oriented, right? My first thought is, how many times have you just bought double?
None.
I'm about 2 of them. Why are you getting 2 of them?
Look at James. Look at.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna say for you later, but yeah, for you when you want that bite, I'm gonna give
Hey,
you.
man.
a whole
no.
No. It's been rare, but I have done it, and I do it.
It sounds like you trying to get a farm away though, John.
Nah, hold on.
Hey man,
I
they gotta
got
speak
another-
up and say what they want sometimes, bro. It's got to meet them halfway.
Look,
And then
Maybe
my
it's
other
an
thing
itch
is
test.
how I'm gonna do is, hey, let me let you get the first bite, baby. Come here, taste this real quick. right?
See,
Boom.
John.
I'm just
But
asking, have you tried those
you're
tactics?
you're the dude out of the crew that'll eat some shit off of Joaquin plate, or like just you. Like you don't mind sharing your food off people's plates, and that's not him.
And then on top of this,
Right? No, I mean I'm just
this,
Will
but
John
that's why
stab
I'm-
something
that's
off of
why
your
I'm-
plate?
yeah, look, this the other component. The reason his boy Joaquin ain't spoke up yet.
Why? Why?
This the new Joaquin you see here. But the old Joaquin, he gonna say, I'm going in here and make some cookies.
Okay.
How many you want?
Right, there you go.
You say 4? All right. How many you want? 6? All right, cool. How many you want? All right, 5. Okay. I want 1. You want 1? All right, 2. All right. He make him 24. Him.
Now listen,
Right? Right?
And
Don't-
after everybody get their number,
You
don't
be
ask
like-
for nothing else.
You be like, damn, man, I should have got more than 2. You be like, yo, wow. Yo, wow.
Yo, can I get some of
Yo,
your
bro.
You got
See?
2 dozen.
Bro,
over
let me
there.
get.
Let me get half of that.
I asked you what he's
I asked you how many you wanted. You told me
That's exactly
you
what
can
I'm
make
talking
as
about.
much as you
But
want.
with my
That's why
wife.
his boy Y ain't helped him yet.
See?
Because they just alike when it come to cookies.
So
You,
Joaquin,
you
in
can
light
have
of that
Joaquin.
history-
Hold on a second. You can have Joaquin turkey sandwich. You don't give a damn. You can't have his cookies. You
cookies?
can't have that man
You
cookies.
better have your
like-
the right count.
In light of that history, what have you shared with your fellas about sharing and generosity? brother?
That with the cookies.
We
I
get
will
you got a cookie
I
addiction.
I will say the cookies is an issue, and he's 100% accurate on the cookies, but only with the cookies.
Are the cookies still an issue?
Yeah, they still that's how I
Yeah.
roll.
I'm talking about you still doing the you want
You
2
ra-
or
you
do you just
rationing
make
the
a
cookie.
dozen and share?
No. Cause I know how many I want.
Oh, see? That's
I know
what
how
you
many I
did.
want.
How many can you fit right here, Wa?
Yeah, I know how many I want.
So what if
Shut up,
Tracy
Phil.
like says she didn't want certain men and she sees it
And
as
change her
intimate
mind.
to get one of your cookies?
Trey,
Don't be. No,
she
sir.
wanted to do the spaghetti with the cookie with you.
After
You know what I'm
after
saying?
30
Tracy-
years,
Tracy
Chubb,
got a
we-
new love language because that cookie ain't one of them.
After 30 years, we've established that when it comes to the cookies, that's how I roll.
So in Jane's situation, it's not necessarily selfish if she understands. That's just something that he just sort of irritates him.
And
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take the next level.
Uh-oh.
It's genetic, dog. It's genetic.
Oh yeah.
Because Uncle Doc the same way. Everybody in an 8 Sunday dinner,
Take
Doc
his
in there
time
cutting
to
onions
prepare.
up on his beans or green.
Uh,
Doc, we in here eating. I'm coming. Doc done made
sir.
the prettiest plate,
Well,
dog.
it's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
It involves an
fellas.
examination.
The particularity, is that a word? Or
Yeah, it's-
peculiarity of my preparation is this, all right? Very simple. I want every bite to be consistent. So I season it as such and make sure, and then of course having the braces as of recent, I cut it up fine, but or whatever. But in preparation for it, I want every bite to be consistent. That's it.
So
So
if
by that
you
you mean you want some of everything on your plate on it in every bite?
No, I'm saying in preparation for it, of it. Whether
do you
seasoning
always
with
mix your
sea
foods
salt
up? 'Cause some
and
people keep
pepper
their
or
food
whatever,
salt
and
ready.
So
hot
you get your
sauce
setup straight.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I
When
just-
does the examination part come in? When you look at the food, like study it.
Oh well,
What is that called?
well, my affinity to food is just like, and I appreciate whatever that is I order and it's
You just
looking
gotta
great.
look at it.
I gotta look at it and be like, and just enjoy it, man.
It's an experience.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
I love.
And so
Are
just
you-
the fact if anybody even just like more or less ask you about it, even if because I tell people all the time, I was like, me and Hakeem were eating. I said, James not gonna talk about what we eat. Don't even worry about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because he's not in the conversation usually when we all
big
eating and
facts,
talking.
right?
'Cause he's off to the side in his world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
sir.
No,
That's not
yes,
accurate.
sir, brother.
They stole-
brother.
they
We-
stamped it.
James has always had problem with lunch breaks throughout his career.
I know.
what did we start off talking about?
We still talking about. I got us right now.
Okay, we
Generosity.
got
We're
it.
talking
yeah.
about
Sharing.
sharing.
Oh yeah.
And so James
Sharing.
started off because he said, "Yo, is this not good sharing in this situation about my food thing. So let's just resolve that. Is James' situation when the wife had an opportunity to order her own juice but wants a sip of his juice and he gets mad, is he justified in feeling irritated, or is she justified in saying he's being selfish?
I think James should humble himself and be like, baby, go ahead, eat as much as you like.
Listen, well, here's the thing. No. What happens when I do, right? I have the look. There's a certain look that she's like,
A disgust look.
I don't.
Disgust.
She will tell me, I don't even want it now. By the way you're looking, I can tell you don't even want it. I'm like, and I don't have time to do this. But that's like you said.
No.
If I'm not engaged or I'm not talking, that's the time. It's like, yo, you see, you know what I'm saying? You wasting my time.
Man, you messing up. I got stuff to do over here.
Enjoying my food. I'm sitting here, trying to convince you that I'm trying to be generous. And
hey,
and
yo,
you don't feel
we
this
were
shit.
in Atlanta. What was the name of that restaurant where they had the rockfish bites? Remember that joint? One of the times we went.
Yeah, I don't think I was with
All
you.
of that fish. Yeah, you were there because you didn't want to park a certain vehicle there, or whatever. But with the stuff outside.
Oh, that
But
place.
Remember all that good soul food?
Yeah.
Met the Virginia.
John was like, James, let me taste a little piece of that rockfish bite. James gave him a little piece of the rockfish bite. Like, they were already bites. He cut the bite of a bite and gave him a bite. And I was like, he gave him exactly
What he asked for.
what he asked for.
Come
I
on
mean,
now.
you interrupted me.
and
I'm
the
giving you-
cookies. Him and his cookies. Yes, and I was being generous.
Brother, but when you want to use if you I'm freestyling her lotion or something that's her particular item, how does she beef with you about
But
that?
this ain't her issue though.
Well,
so it don't
No, I guess he's asked, are there things of hers?
Yeah.
Oh no, I respect because I'm principled like that. It's like, okay. And I don't be upset or whatever. It's like, oh,
I'll
you don't
make
want to
sure I got mine.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you don't want to share, you know what I'm saying? I don't it doesn't
She
bother
just
me.
wants to break you about this food, though.
Uh,
No,
she knows it irks me. I'm like, Steph, I'm like, or I'll do this. She'll like, can I taste the something? I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, waiting, right? And she be looking at me. I think she kind of knows and does it out of spite, and she'll do like, and she'll be like a healthy little portion or piece. And she know I'm over there seething like, that's much more than what you was asking to try or taste. But she sees it all on my face. I don't say it, but I'm like, and she'll be like, thank you. Trying to make me feel bad.
Does marriage, when we talk about sharing,
Yeah.
are there different rules? Like, are the marriage rules for sharing pretty much? You just gotta pretty much be open to anything goes, and everything is everybody's, or is it just to each his own as goes by the couple?
I don't have those issues. I mean, but
But let me say this.
I mean, not that it don't bother
I got
me.
you.
Yeah.
And what he's saying, we laughing about food, but it could be money.
But you still
it
got
could be a lot of
you
different
got
things.
an opinion about it because why don't you have the issue?
I just don't put that much value or whatever.
So
I
whatever
figured,
she asked for, you just give her.
Yeah, I mean, she wanted, I just order some more. Or I just, I don't, yeah.
No,
I
he's
don't,
not saying. What do you mean she ordered? No, he ordered. She didn't want none when he ordered.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Oh, if you want more,
don't-
you just order you
my
some
wife
more.
done done it. Yeah, Tyreek, he gets so annoyed
Oh,
sometimes.
no, he's not gonna talk about Tyreek right
Well, this
Nah.
is one of them situations that Jay's talking about, and we're you're like, baby, we gonna order pizza, all right? And they get Tyreek right there laughing, right? It'd be like, baby, you want some? Oh no, I just ate. I had a late lunch or whatever. I might eat one,
Okay, yeah, right.
Right.
I've heard this. Yes.
right? And then I'll be like, all right, bet. And so, you got a pizza, 8 slices, I'm like, all right, well, Tyreek get 4, whatever. I get 3. She'll get one of mine, right? That was good. She go want another one.
Hold on, man. Let me
It's
stop.
all right.
No, you gonna keep talking about Trina, right?
Well, I'm gonna get fussed at, but
Oh.
just it is what it is.
tried.
This, no, ma, hold on, ma. Man, you said, oh boy, Oh boy, look, don't worry about it.
Because she
Mom,
cut into Reek's share.
Yeah, and then I was like, baby, you can have it. Nah, I'm getting one of those. I'm mom, and I done paid for it, or whatever. It don't matter. And then Tariq gets, Dad, why we just didn't order 2? You know? And so now I'll just order 2 anyway. Just because I was like, well, we'll just eat something for lunch tomorrow. It don't matter. We're just going to go away. But, you know, Tariq, I mean, he like
But
James.
do
He
you
don't
have
like to play.
anything that you do at home that you like to do in a special way that you don't like anybody to mess with?
Nah.
You don't have nothing like that. Okay.
I don't. I can't. Nothing I can think
What
of
about that stuff
other
in
than
the
sleep.
garage?
Nah.
What about your garage?
Nah, it's a mess.
But don't nobody go in there though, dude.
They can.
But yeah, they
Yeah.
choose not to.
Yeah.
Now, I think for us, the sharing thing, I mean, we kind of stuck on food, but, you know, to even extend it out past food, you know, I remember, you know, being young in the house and you go in the refrigerator
It's one
and
of these stories.
I'm sorry.
people got their name on food and all that stuff, man.
Here we go.
And you like, who? Everybody got stuff in the
That's such and
refrigerator
such
with their
juice.
name on it.
Yeah.
That's so and so juice. That's so and so cake.
Wow, hot.
That's- man.
Wow, furious.
So,
From what?
I mean, from being young, man, that's how it was. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo,
Somebody ate something that had his name on it.
He had his name on nothing. That was the problem.
That was a problem.
His name on nothing.
Nothing. So he got
on the water jar.
He made no
The
claim.
system was-
He ain't made no
right.
claim to
The
no
system
food.
was not working for him.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. Look at it.
man, y'all funny, man. That is true.
Hey,
I
hey,
name
right.
on
Hey, listen.
nothing.
Only with your permission, have Talik tell the greatest story of sharing ever.
Oh my goodness, John.
What?
I don't, John, you got to help me
Talik
out
got to
with
do
that.
that one. Huh?
Man, yeah, you let me finish. All right, here,
okay,
think
finish
of
that.
it.
Finish
Hold on,
that.
so
finish
yeah,
that.
go ahead.
But I was gonna say, so as in our household, once you know we were able to, you know, buy whatever and have whatever, it was absolutely can't nobody put their name on nothing
Right,
up in here.
right.
Can't nobody put their name on it. I don't care if you went out and ate at a restaurant and brought your leftovers home. If it's gone the next morning, it's gone.
Huh?
All right.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Whatever's in this refrigerator is for the household. And whoever get to it first, that's who get to it first. It was the same thing.
Look
But
at
I
James.
asked
you-
Look at James
That's
disagreeing
it.
with
Hold
it.
on,
He's
hold
got
on,
that
hold on.
disagreement
So
look.
in your house now?
That applies to my house now.
But I asked you when I went to the grocery store, how
No,
much soda
forget
you
the
want?
grocery store.
How
He
much
said
this you want?
leftovers from the restaurant.
right.
true,
That's what
too.
got me.
Yeah, that's what
That's
got
true,
me too.
Yeah.
That's what got.
That's true too. Yeah, the restaurant, the store. You know why?
I can't
Because
wait
we
till
can.
go
You
on
can go
vacation
buy
next
some
year,
more,
boy.
man. We can go buy
The
some
next
more.
time we
There-
go
there
on
was a
vacation,
guy
that's
that's
not
not
your
awareness
let him have
philosophy
something
there.
in the refrigerator
that's
when
why
we
keep
go on
philosophy.
vacation.
No, you just said it earlier too. You like, it's no big deal because I can order more pizza.
Nah,
I can
nah.
order more whatever.
Look.
No, y'all just said
That's
it.
cool,
Y'all
but
just said
not
it.
not we talking about my leftovers now. That's different.
No, I'm
That's
serious.
different.
But look,
I'm not. I'm serious too.
But
So
even
it is something.
I extended that even to the cars in the driveway. You know what I mean? It's cars outside in the driveway. When you come out the house, you can just grab whatever keys on the thing and drive whatever car. I'm not gonna be like, that's my car, this car is car, that's Darius'
I
car.
get it.
Just
I'm
drive
with you.
whatever car.
I'm with you,
So,
but there is a
I'm-
car for you when you get out there. That food gone.
That's true.
That
The
food is gone.
That's right. But there is a difference.
You've been stuck on
See,
food, haven't we?
see, in the past when food was gone, it might not been no more food.
You get it again, yeah.
Now that particular food is gone, but it's plenty of food.
You
Well,
see
that
Harlem
don't
Nights?
apply to cookies,
Did you
though.
see Harlem Nights?
Absolutely.
What am I
One of
about
my
to talk
favorite-
about?
About
Well, you just leave a swallow.
I had my mindset on
Yeah.
some juice and you.
Exactly.
It's the mindset part. I know I can order another order.
you know
I
what?
know this. I know I can go back and get it. I know I can get some more. I was prepared when I got home, when I thought about my afternoon, my evening. That was a part of my plan, right?
Yep.
That was abruptly interrupted by an individual who did not consult with me about something they knew they did not place there. And it might have been okay. I'd be like, yeah, go ahead. I'm good. I'm straight. But on that particular day, it might have been just like, don't just arbitrate. It's courtesy still, just to check.
Listen,
Even if you got an open door policy, just to say, hey, yo, what you gonna eat that?
part of being a
We dis-
well-adjusted human being is adaptability.
We disagreeing with you, War.
Adaptability. And you might have had your mind set on something. Okay, well, now we got to change. We got to pivot. We got to go to something else. Just go to something else. You're not going without. You're not going to starve. You're not going to be hungry. And guess what? I mean, especially even now, we got DoorDash and Uber Eats and all this stuff. You can get whatever you want.
I just have to make an announcement, man. We all have our childhood traumas, and for sure. And I don't think we had the name thing, but it's other plenty I can tell you about, right? But what I will say is this. We don't have to respond to our trauma with extreme opposites. You went from put your name on everything to everybody get anything that's any place inside of this joint anytime they want.
Yep.
Except for cookies.
There's
Nope.
listen,
Cookies too.
Joaquin,
Not if I
was
already
there,
made 'em.
Joaquin,
Oh.
is there no medium? Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no medium. Just all or nothing.
Hey,
Either
whatever's
we
in
naming
there,
everything or you can get whatever you
whatever's
want.
in there, help yourself.
I got you.
When
I
the
remember
guests
that from
come
my food
over,
episode.
When the guests come over, help yourself.
So let me.
That's why it's there.
Even with the big piece of chicken.
We should have more than one big piece.
Hey, there's variables in all of this, right?
Okay.
And so in your house, I know you want the big piece of chicken over Darius and Shakar and Tracy.
No, I make sure it's more than one big piece.
Do you really?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody get a big piece.
Well, and the 8 pieces come with 2 breasts and 2 wings and
no,
2 thighs. Who
hey.
eat the second breast?
I pay for extra. Give me enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you got a
You
household,
pay $52 for AP.
we all.
Nowadays, that's exactly what you're gonna pay.
So
Yeah, I pay for extra.
So
Yeah.
keep in mind, we talking about you raise your family with you, your wife, and your 2 kids.
Yes,
Right. However, you didn't grow up that way.
correct.
correct.
I didn't grow up that way.
Correct.
So
None
now
of us
you
did.
got multiple adults in the house,
Yeah,
Right.
not just mom and daddy.
yeah.
Right. So now these other adults. This is my juice. This is my boom.
Yeah,
boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
yeah. That's the
So,
dynamic.
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
a different
That's
dynamic
what it
that
is.
we
Not
dealing
just
with.
saying nobody had no money. It was like
Yeah.
these adults living independently and together.
Exactly, within the family. So that's a different dynamic, right? Than mom and daddy and the kids. And so
Yeah.
now we may have to label some things just
Don't
because.
touch on such and such. That's her stuff, and she need that for such
Yeah,
and
you
such.
know how much this juice costs. But
No, yeah, I ain't down with none of that. Whatever in there you can eat. If you come down at 3 a.m. and you eat my stuff, then my stuff just
It's
gone.
not your stuff.
Well, that's right. It's not mine.
Right.
Once you put it in the refrigerator, it belongs to the house.
Right.
Hey, the other variable in that, and then I'm talking about me. I grew up with my grandmother, and then like you couldn't go in the refrigerator. I ain't never go hungry, but I ain't had free will to that refrigerator and eat what I
Man,
want when I want. What time I
Tang
want.
was like the damn fort. It was like.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you can't drink Kool-Aid at tea till
When
dinner time.
I would
You
come
can't
over
drink
JG,
that
I'm like, yo,
24/7.
can we have some Tang? He's like, no.
Hey,
Now,
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, you asking big names.
It's
We
not.
have a limited
It's
amount.
not Saturday.
Exactly.
We have a limited
Hey.
amount. So we make them rules.
What?
But we don't have a
But
limited
is there,
amount
but
no
are
more.
we teaching though? Like when we talk about this, right? The fact that people can get whatever they want in the refrigerator, you can put that
We're
on
talking about
anything else, right?
moderation.
Yeah, no, he said no. The fact that they can get whatever they want, whoever it is, whenever they put it in there, what does that say about your belief about sharing? That's what we talked about.
That's exactly right. That as a unit, we in this together, and whatever's in this house is for the people that live in this house.
Right.
And so,
So-
you're free to
So
partake
he's
in it.
created that environment and that culture. Were there ever moments when that caused tension, for example, among your sons? I know it's very likely not to have caused it between you and your wife.
It just caused some maybe disappointment once or twice.
Oh man,
You know what I
he ate my
mean?
stuff.
I give you a good example. This just happened recently. I went and bought Tracy Chick-fil-A, and I put it in the refrigerator. And she was like, "I'll eat dinner a little bit later." All right. She's like, "Let me go take my bath. I'll eat dinner after I take my bath." Well, while she was taking her bath, the Midnight Bandit, who's car, came and got it and ate her dinner. And she was like, what? And he was like, well, I thought it was leftovers. It's gone. Trey, you know what, Trey, what you want? I'll fix you something else. Don't worry about that. He ate it. It's gone. I'll fix you something else.
The mindset was
Hold on,
Chick-fil-A,
time
though.
out, time out.
What he just
Why
mentioned
don't you
earlier.
call
Let's
Uber
go.
Eats?
What was her reaction?
She was like, Kari ate my dinner.
No, her reaction when you said, don't worry about it, I'll just make you something.
Oh, she was like, I'll fix it. I was like, no, I got you. Go ahead. Do
But
what
I'm
you
saying,
make
but did
that
you get,
Chick-fil-A
well, you ain't,
sandwich,
nah, that's too, that's
This
too
is easy. I mean, this is not this has been a thing in the house, so it's not new.
Man,
Let me ask.
If it's
So my
gone,
house
it's
is
gone.
more like this. My house is more like this. Somebody got me. Who got me? Yo, who got me? What is it? What? The Chipotle? No, not Chipotle. Some other. Yeah, no. Who got me? Or the such and such. The energy drink. Oh man, my bad, man. It was late. I'm talking about one of his brothers. It was late. I had to do it to you, man. I got you tomorrow, you know. So it's never not a beat, but it's acknowledgement that you violated me. And you could have asked me. Especially if it's the last of something. That's sort of my thing with my sons. They're sort of like, that's the last of it, you should check with me. But it's never like a problem after that. And somebody would immediately be like, I got you tomorrow, replace something. But there's an understanding that, yo, I did get this for me. Especially if it was like we talking leftovers or something. Anything beyond that is, like you said, is in there, you know. And but that's what I was asking you. Do y'all have a culture where people just out of courtesy, ain't because it's required, just like, hey, yo, I'm gonna get this. I saw you put that in there.
Nah, the culture is you
And
go
so
in
that's
there and
also
you get it.
part of my culture to create was like,
Yeah.
hey, most of the time you just check in with somebody, you good.
What if you
know.
buy that 30-pack of Fritos and Doritos and it's gone in 3 days?
I go buy another pack.
And you was,
John, you know you're gonna lose every time on this, bro.
Going in
I
Hey,
go buy some more,
John
man.
would tell
No,
stories
no.
about how we ain't never had Fritos.
no, but let me ask you this though, seriously, Wal.
All right.
With that particular situation with Tracy going to take a shower, putting her dinner in there, if you had a seen Kari grab it,
Oh,
and
I'd have been like,
set
oh,
up-
mine ain't ate yet. That's hers.
Oh,
You
but
just
the-
contradicted
it's-
yourself.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
No, I
Because
didn't.
you
You
said
just
it's
contradicted
no, yeah. Because you
yourself.
said there's nobody's is nobody's.
No.
It's
But
once it goes in that refrigerator, it's the house.
No,
Community
well, first of
problem.
all,
It's
it wasn't
everybody's.
in the refrigerator. It was still on
Oh.
the table.
You said
On the
refrigerator.
table. I'm just saying it was.
You
I
said the
thought he said it was in the
refrigerator.
fridge. Did he not say it was in the
We gonna rewind it, Wal.
put
Run
it
it
away.
back.
I went and bought Tracy Chick-fil-A, and I put it in the refrigerator.
Nah, it's fine.
Run it
Wal.
back.
It was like, yeah, it was.
You know,
Because I
you know,
went-
what
you know
said, like,
everybody
that's
up here want to
what
get
Taylor's
you,
mind.
all right?
Because how
Yeah,
can
it's like-
hold up? Because the story
Did I
ain't
tell you
adding
about
up.
being
How could he think it
wrong?
was leftovers? It was out just out on the table.
So on the
On the
refrigerator is off
and not in the
limits,
fridge.
but on
Because
the
that's
countertop is
because
okay.
sometimes I just leave the food like on the stove.
On the
I'd be like,
stove.
all right, whoever,
Right.
come get it. So he'll come down and get what's his.
Look at James.
All right.
Shut up, Tim.
That was it. But he didn't. He came and got hers. He thought it was his.
Have you ever found bags of food in their rooms?
How could he think it was his?
Now I'm talking about people just hiding their stuff.
right.
Because I didn't.
It's non-perishables. I mean,
Because I thought he had already
Yeah,
ate it.
there's
don't
a
have
whole
no
stash up
perishable
in
in
that
that junk. Hey,
And blessings. To all of our businesses who are interested in advertising, we have great affordable rates. And if you'd like to advertise on our B2M Crew podcast, please reach out to us at b2mcrew5@gmail.com.
hey, listen.
There's a
Can
lack
I?
of
Can
communication
you
here.
share the greatest vision of sharing from your brother? I don't know if this is appropriate for him to share or not, but I'm asking.
What I share? What I share or didn't share?
I'm talking about what happened on Greenbrier Drive around the mid-'80s.
John, you're gonna have to help me a whole
All
lot.
I
'Cause
gotta
I'm
do is say,
old.
come on, I got you.
Oh, you talking about Barnaby?
Yeah.
Oh, that-
Well, that won't mind to share.
Hey, but you were sharing nonetheless. You was trying to spread the
It's illegal on the podcast not to tell people the story once you do that. 'Cause you think the viewers are like, I hate
You
when
gonna
they
tell
do
it
that.
or you
What are they
want me to
talking
tell
about?
it?
You tell it. It's your story.
Oh man, so we had this famous pizza place when we was growing up that everybody used to love, this amazing pizza called Barnaby's.
Barnaby's. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And
Now I was 14. Now keep talking.
And
It was 2014.
he was 14. That makes me 12 at least, I guess, right? So we after the game, after the football game, he said, "Man, shoot, man, we going to Barnaby's and eat." I was like, "What?" And I don't know. I never, I will go to Barnaby's by myself or whatever, and just order some stuff or whatever. But I don't think I ever been to Barnaby's, with my brother. So he was like, "Yeah, man, we just go and man, we order all kind of stuff. I mean, we get all kind of food or whatever." That's what he said. He didn't say order. We get all kind of food, and so I was like, "Bet." And it was like, I don't know, it was a group of us. Let's just say 6. It's like about 6 of us, right? And we up there, and when we get there, I'm like, why y'all standing around or whatever? And we was kind of standing on the wall or whatever. He was like,
You was waiting for brother order.
yeah, I was like, I was like, I know what I want. I'm sorry. I was like, I know what I want to order. He was like, wait, man, you impatient, man. So I was like, all right, man. I'm thinking, what the heck are we doing, right? All of a sudden, this family getting up, and they leave like more than half of the pizza sitting there.
Just before the to-go days.
And the to-go days was it was a thing, but they ain't want to take no leftovers with them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I see these people leave, and they make a beeline to the table. And come on, man. And I'm like, what? And we just eat. We eat people leftover food that they left at the table untouched. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't did nothing with it. I was sitting here watching the whole time, and I was floored. I was floored.
Marquis.
And it was nothing. It
You got a story like that too, John.
It was.
I was with him.
Oh, Corey was with him. He was with him. Hey, man, look. And the thing was, it was.
We
It
should
was
eat good. What are you talking? By the time you leave, you had a whole pizza,
but the funny thing was, it just wasn't us 6.
bro.
That was the thing to do.
Hey man, Jay Hollis
you
tell
were
us on that.
Joaquin,
I got you.
Joaquin, this is what happened, man. I promise you that Joaquin was not doing this when till he came to Jewett.
That is true. That is true.
Out there. Listen, that was just round 1. Man, I'm stopping right
that
now.
was round
No, you gotta
sir.
tell it.
Well, you
No,
just
I
said,
can't.
no, sir.
Y'all ain't said that
on the podcast.
Too
You
many
got
people, man.
Y'all ain't sit down and drink the beer, did y'all?
Too many people that watch this, man. That was round 1.
Round 1.
2 was.
What's round 2?
Round 1 was the families getting up and leaving. That's when you first get there after the dance.
Yeah.
The families getting up because it's about 9 o'clock. They finishing up. Then all the students come in that we went to school with and order. That's when you really get everything you want. You just housing at that point. Man, give me this.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like you got you got a seat and everything.
Chill said that was new to him, wasn't it,
Hey,
Chill?
Chill,
Yeah,
but you
'cause
was
I-
like big brother. Said, I got
that's
you. I
funny,
got you.
man.
Come
Well,
on, come on, little bro.
This
Man, yeah,
Scotty
see,
Sims-
but
Scotty Sims got a job down in LA.
but see, this the other thing that y'all ain't realize, man. I was 12 years old with a real job.
How much was you making at 12?
So you was like
225.
hey,
$3.25?
hey, look,
Oh,
so you was like, why don't we just order? I'm good, okay.
Because I've been down there to order my pizza by myself before, or with my buddy. So
That ain't what we was doing, bro.
yeah,
Charlie trick.
You
so-
know, hey,
he
look,
said
y'all
that ain't what
understand
we
that
doing,
Rocky
brother.
been coaching 20, 25, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 years.
That's right.
Chill been working since he was 15, 10,
No,
5,
12.
4.
Can I put
A real job.
Giving the audience some context, say something,
yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
please, because I do want to clean up. What you just heard was the impact of growing up among the working poor or lower middle class in a small southern community and not being able to afford some of the luxuries and resorting to our version of this small town of children without chasing a bread truck. Same thing we should do with the popsicle, man. Give me a popsicle, man. Give me a pop. I mean, we wanted it. I mean, it's a small version of that real talk. But I'm just saying, this shit is uncivilized. But we was getting ours and whatever we thought. We was gonna make sure we enjoyed that brick oven pizza that we couldn't afford.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, because mama won't take you there.
Yeah.
I can.
As a matter of fact, she
deal.
won't take them until she was at work. And they mom. We real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking from the school all the way down to Barnaby's from the dance, broke. Probably didn't even have
You snuck
$2
into the
to
dance.
get into the dance. Yeah, Rodney was the president and Twan Henderson was the vice president.
Oh shoot.
They
Twan.
was taking $2 and taking $2. Yeah, man. But back on this, I don't know how we try to bring this back
I
to
don't know
sharing
you.
Right.
and generosity. Let's talk to generosity, people.
Yeah.
Because it's easy about that because with our children, we know we probably weren't tolerating. But I do think parents need to know this. If you allow your child to be selfish and not share at a young age, they are going to grow up and have problems as an adult in various parts of their life. What I mean by that, and I'm not saying it's universal, but when you get in a professional world, all of us have worked with individuals that because it translates not into physical things, it translates into the sharing of ideas. It translates into the sharing of information and whether you can navigate those spaces. So if you're selfish and hold on to that, you can miss out on a lot of opportunities if you haven't taught your child that they need community and
Right.
community needs them.
Right.
That's very important because, or you could be somebody that when you turn around and you really need somebody, nobody's there for you because you were never there for anybody. But on the generosity piece, okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was
brother.
gonna
My
tell
bad.
you to tell the story about a man. When you,
Oh, so my story was my oldest son was about 5 and he had this little green dinosaur that was like a seesaw you rock back and forth. And I was doing some mentoring at a program and it was a little child that was his age that was in the program too. And the little boy, I brought him to the house to play to get some interaction on the playground. And Amir was being selfish, like, no, you can't share this. Is my dinosaur. Everything was my. I said, you know what? He was 5, but I was like, you know what? You wrong. You supposed to be able to share, blah, 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 blah. That's your brother, even though, you know, we always teach him that early age.
Right.
And no, you wrong. I showed you tomorrow. I'm giving it away tomorrow. I think he thought I was playing because he was crying at first, but then the next day when we got up, where we going? Come on. I picked the green dinosaur up and put it in the car and drove to Barrett Daycare and donated the dinosaur to the daycare with him with me. He was crying like I don't know what we got back in the car about his dinosaur. And he still, but today he remembers that story.
Wow.
And the joke was them growing up sometimes like, man, I'm gonna get dad to give your stuff away. Because it's not yours.
Green
'Cause
dinosaur.
Now, how old is he now?
So he's 28. My thing is, that's what I'm saying. None of this, first of all, nothing I have is mine, is at the grace of God. Nothing you
Amen.
have is yours. Nothing.
Yes.
It's not yours.
right.
So why are you lording over it like you can't share it with your family?
So how
So-
does that? How do you think that's affect? Because it's a generational thing too, right? Of like, for example, I ain't never had no room to myself. I ain't got no brothers and sisters. But I was in the room with my uncle. And most of y'all, I ain't never had a room to yourself, and now your kids got a room to themselves. Or they upset if they don't have. Did your kids ever share rooms?
That was the biggest thing, I think, the biggest part of chasing the American dream that I think one of the things I fell victim to. Because I thought in purchasing the home that I wanted, not the first one, but the one I was like, all right, this is the one I want to raise them in. Everybody got to have their own room. Because of how I grew up. Because I didn't have privacy. I didn't have my own space. And you do need that, right? And so after having done it and sitting on the back end of it, I'm sitting in there. We talked about this in an earlier episode. I don't need all this house.
Right, yeah.
I could have stacked them up in 2 rooms and paid $100,000 less and be finished paying for my house. I mean, you know, all of the community and relationship I had with my brothers from the sharing is immeasurable from how we grew up. Now, I made sure I did things to make sure my children embraced that, but they would have been perfectly fine sharing a room with their own bathroom to share, as opposed to that's their bathroom and me and the wife got our own master bath. You know what I'm saying? It's like you think we need, like, so I do think, to me, man, it's like that wasn't all that necessary, man, for me. But.
No, I think to go back to what we try to teach, I remember wanting to kind of go along with the same thing you were saying, like, ain't none of this yours. You know what I mean? You know, God just bless you with it for the time being.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I remember Tracy would go out. You know, she a Goodwill shopper, so she go to the Goodwill all the time, every day, literally. And even when they were young, and I remember saying, teaching them at the time, hey, you know, mom might come home with something for one of y'all and not something for the other one. It ain't never no excuse. Would you bring meat? No.
Right.
We don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Everything is not for everybody. Today, she bought him something. Tomorrow, she may buy you something. You know what I mean? And it does not matter. It better never be no issue with, you ain't bring me nothing, you bought him something. Nah.
It was like that.
We didn't roll like that. It was that from day one.
You hit a home run.
I was about
with
to say,
this.
yeah, they that's always been that way.
You hit a home run with this, right? What is it in that principle you're teaching that you want them to get? When we say it ain't yours and she might not get, what's the principle?
We dealing with entitlement. You are never gonna be entitled. You are never gonna think that you are entitled to anything. You're not entitled to anything. You know, you're just not. And sometimes someone may have something for you, and sometimes they may not. And that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. You're not entitled to anything.
Right.
Was that a hard lesson to teach to them though, when they was young or whatever? How did you do that though? How did you do that?
It was.
Come here, y'all.
Yeah.
Huddle up.
Huddle up. It's Coach Joaquin.
Bring it in. Huddle up.
James,
Huddle up.
that said, why has your face fallen?
Yeah. No, man. No,
Hey,
it wasn't. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all, you know, because we plenty generous. But first of all, there's nothing you need. You ain't nothing you need. You already got everything you need.
So was that the same way when you
know
and
what?
Chill was growing up?
Huh?
Was that the same thing when y'all grew up?
What? What's that?
He got something you didn't? I mean, you
Nah.
know, or vice versa?
Nah. Growing up,
Scarcity wasn't present.
yeah, I mean,
Is that true? I mean,
I think that's a big
distinction?
part. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
When we not dealing with a scarcity mindset, you don't have
It's easier
to.
to teach.
It's not about keeping score. So you keep score when you have a scarcity mindset, I believe.
but then again, like looking at my mom, right? She was, you know, until Joaquin and I free her from this, she would feel like if she got Tariq something, she would need to get Darius and Kari something. and why myself, like, Mom, look, you ain't got, first of all, they don't need nothing. Once again, they don't need nothing, you know? And she's like, well, and so my thing is, hey, if you see something that you know Tariq like, or you know Darius like, you might not find nothing that Kari or the other person might not like. So I mean, if you want to get them something, get them something. If you don't have something for one and not for the other, Tariq might get mad, but I ain't worried. Nah, but it's no big deal though. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
and so that's more of a personal.
Psychology on that.
And so that's more of a personal thing. Like for me, I'm the type of person, like while I'm moving around, if I see something for anybody that reminds me of them,
yeah,
I'll buy it.
John like that,
Right? Like, such and such like magnets.
My brother Rodney.
You
like
know,
that too.
I'll bring somebody a magnet. And they were like, well, you went to Costa Rica, you ain't bring me nothing back. I ain't see nothing to remind me of you. You know, or I, because and then I don't get people stuff for like birthdays, Christmas. I get people stuff whenever I see something. I just get it and bless them with it. And so I normalize giving stuff, and it don't have to be a special occasion. Mm-hmm. Now I give some on special occasions as well, but I normalize the behavior. So what happens is you don't put emphasis on this Christmas. Is Valentine's Day. That's no pressure in my house. If I don't buy my wife anything, she not gonna look at me crazy.
But you know what, man? You pointing out, we all pointing out about parenting is, you know, man, there was a reel I wanted to send y'all. I still got it. I'm gonna try to post it to our page. Y'all had to see it. It was Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin said, man, I love it when somebody say somebody too difficult to coach as a player. It's too difficult to coach. He said, cause what you telling me is you don't have confidence in your ability to teach. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then he said, I don't listen to none of the draft reports on anything but the physical stuff. I want to know, he said all the physical stuff, I just want, all that stuff there, the intangibles, that's what I want to know. I want to know the intangible shit. That physical stuff, all these jokers here for a reason, physical. Right? But I want to say, I was thinking about parenting. It's the same thing. We shy away from the difficult parts of parenting because we don't know what to teach.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So we come up with other methods based on how we was raised, based on what something else, rather than, so when we ask the question, Joaquin, how hard was it to teach them to embrace this philosophy that you're not entitled, these things don't matter and all that? Because you taught them that. Because they're minds that live with you that you can give the message to. No, that's not what we do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with homework. And when you get home, we do homework. It's not a conversation.
Right.
It's not a discussion. This is what we do with what we share around here.
Absolutely.
So that's now I'm developing a mind. I'm shaping a mind that now has a lens about that. So when they see others, they don't mind sharing with others. You know what I'm saying? So it's about what we teach. So if we fail to teach, then we on the back end, he's so selfish. Girl, oh my God, he think because I bought his brother something, I ain't get him nothing. Girl, he telling everybody I ain't being fair to. You created that. We created that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just
so all right, what's the counterbalance to that, right? We want to teach them to be generous and unselfish.
But
what's the counter to that when somebody taking their lunch every day at school? When somebody and they giving their lunch away every day at school.
Whoa.
He said, whoa.
That's why I'm asking the question.
You gotta deal with that.
You said somebody taking their lunch. First of all,
oh boy.
Yeah.
I put them in private school, so now.
So
Hold up. Is it cookies?
You can take that sandwich.
It's all about, my man Myron Golden talks about the law of polarity. And the law of polarity states there are two sides to everything. There's no such thing as a one-sided anything. And so when it's all about a mindset. The same thing you can look at one thing and how you frame it is based on what your mindset is. So you can look at one kid and say, man, that kid is extremely generous. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He'll give you the lunch out of his lunchbox. Or you can say, that kid a pushover. You can take whatever you want from him. It's the same act. Someone else got the lunch. But how you see it is determined by who you are.
Well,
so are we looking?
Now, how should your child
we
see that?
ain't got time. You said this too late in this episode. Because I want to take him to task on part of that.
Yeah. I go ahead,
Yeah.
finish up.
Turn up.
No, so
Go ahead.
how you
You
see
said
it?
turn
So
up.
I think it's the same thing. So it don't matter. I can say, James. I can say, man, James is stubborn and bullheaded. You can't tell him nothing. Or I can say, James is a very principled young man who is strong in his convictions. All right. Same act. How I frame it is based on how I look at it and who I am. Who I am determines how I frame this. Do
There
I look at the
is-
negative side of that, or do I look at the
But
positive side of that?
absent of perception, because that's what you're talking about, perception. There's two perceptions. Absent of perception is a real reality.
Yeah.
There is a reality outside of this perception and that perception. A factual reality of things that exist.
Someone
that
could have
happen.
smacked him and took his lunch.
So it could be that he's an asshole, for real. Now I can
Oh.
perceive that and be wrong, but it could be that he's for real. So that's why I would challenge.
Or you
his
could
thinking
say he's
little
a
bit.
hurt young man.
Say it again.
He's a hurt young man
That
looking
would
for
get
guidance.
into the reason why he did it,
Yeah.
but it's still.
But that don't mean
trifling
that's
act.
who he. Yeah.
I might say it don't define him, but it defined him in that moment.
That's how you may see him, but how do he see himself if he's not willingly giving
More
his
important. to him.
allowance away or whatever the case may be? Lunch, we're using that as a
But
example.
it all depends on the
I get-
mindset that we raise him
I
with.
guess in the example, my thing is so if a kid is just that generous heart, I get that generous heart. The question is, okay, moderation in all things
Yes.
in life,
Yeah.
right? That's number one. We can't do anything all the time, right? Number two is, you have to explore for that giving heart. Are you aware of the need to protect yourself from giving away too much and what that is?
Your boundaries.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you gotta have
important.
some boundaries.
I know several kids that hearing our parents and hearing our story, that they was extremely generous. And at a very young age, they formed a nonprofit. And, they 7 years old, 8 years old, doing stuff and giving because of that's just what they done all our life and had a big heart for that. And so now, some of them about to graduate high school.
Oh,
So,
yeah, it's people born
so
with that in the heart.
so it's children that, you know what, they're gonna give, and that's just the pureness of their heart.
That's
And
a
nothing wrong
And,
with that,
and,
but
and
we-
ain't nothing you.
I
and
want
ain't
it.
nothing
But we
you can
talking
do.
about being hustled. You can be hustled as a kid.
Well,
you
we
can be hustled
underst-
as an adult. So how do you find that balance of teaching them generosity
I don't think
and
I don't
without
think
being
they
a
ain't got
sucker?
nothing to do with being hustled. That's two different things.
How?
Being
How so?
generous and being hustled, that's two different things.
How?
What you mean? How?
If
That's
you're
two different
being,
things.
he's saying if you're being generous, if you're not
Somebody-
mindful, you can be hustled. That's what
Well,
he's saying.
somebody could try to hustle me, and they have, and they do. And I can still be generous and give them, even though I know that they're trying to hustle me.
Oh yeah. You talking about
Right.
should you
So-
stop being generous because you got hustled?
Yeah.
But
I can say, you know
but
what?
you're not
I
gonna
know-
continue to
I
let
know
that
you-
person hustle you.
Yeah, I know you running game, but here you go.
But you're not gonna keep letting that happen.
No, I still have my boundaries.
You making a
I
donation.
I still
Right.
have my boundaries.
yeah.
That's exactly right. I try to always be, and y'all have heard me talk about this before. I literally carry money to give away because I don't want someone to ask me for money and I have to tell them no. So I carry money.
It's
Let me
small
hold-
amounts,
let me
folks.
hold something.
Small
You got-
amounts.
Right.
Small amounts.
Right, you got $5
Small
why?
amounts, folks.
Small amounts. Yeah.
Give it
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
You got
whatever.
them 56.
So
Like,
so
you know,
my
Thomas Jefferson, $2
my
bill.
boys are 30 and 25, and Darius is gone. He ain't here no more. But they both can tell you they have never seen me turn down someone that asked for
Me and
money.
Darius is not in this building.
Yeah,
Right.
he not
Yeah,
in
no,
this building
yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
They've
yeah.
never seen me turn down someone who's asked for money. I always wanted to demonstrate that. I wanted them to see that. I always felt like, people, they just gonna buy. Da, da, da. That's just people's way of
I
not
hate when
wanting
people
to
say
do
that
it.
because what's the difference between giving to the pastor that's gonna just do and he just gonna buy? I'm just keeping it a stack that anybody can misuse funds you donate out
What-
of the goodness
how
of
That's
your
because
heart.
people
Right.
want to,
How does
because they
that-
don't want to give it.
How does
That's
that-
how they justify
Yeah.
it.
How does that relate to loaning money to adults,
Oh,
family members,
well,
and
I have a very clear policy, and I'm gonna share this with the audience because I think it may help some people. All right, people call me
I have a very clear
every
policy.
week.
Now this
Someone calls.
they
every
call
week.
Joaquin, not me now.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone calls every week for money. Okay, and here's my policy.
Family or friends or whatever.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter. Somebody calling all the time.
Okay.
All right. And here's my policy, and this may help some people. Here's my policy. If you ask me for some money, I will loan you the money. All right. But here's what I need. You have to give me a very specific date that you're going to give it back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you say I'm going to give it back on March 1st, I expect it on March 1st. I don't do extensions. I don't do partial payments. I don't do payments. All right. You have to give it back on March 1st. All right. If you do not give it back, you are free to keep it. You don't ever have to give it back. Our relationship is still the same. All right. You still good. I'm going to speak. We still cool. But here's what you must know. You can never get another dollar from me. All right. So if I loaned you $200 and you were supposed to pay it back and you didn't, keep the $200. We good. But you can never get another dollar from me. All right.
So don't come back to me.
What did they give it to
I
you on
feel
March
like
2nd?
I feel like
Nope.
$200 was the price it cost to get rid of them. That's a cheap price.
And-
That's what I was getting ready to say
Now-
because you really not good when you say we good.
No.
You just
we
say I ain't
are.
gonna come get my money.
We are personally still good.
No,
Our
but you
relationship
just
is
said
the same.
you just said contrary to that though.
Your credit is messed up with me, but you still good.
Right.
You still good. We still cool. We gonna laugh,
Right.
trip. You can come to the house. We can kick it. We can do all that.
I just
But
think
your
I just
credit
think that the
It's
act
messed
of,
up.
to me, and I'm not saying your philosophy because I know I've learned from you on the giving to. Because I asked you one day, I was like, man, you get to them people all the time. Because I used to not give all the time, and I still don't give all the time because I don't have cash on me all the time. But now I'm more often to give because of your example. But I've always believed in
That's a good one though. Wow.
finding ways to be charitable, and I don't care what they do with it.
Yeah,
Because that's between them and
Yeah,
God.
I
to
don't
me.
care what
you
they
know
do
what I'm
with
saying? Same
Correct.
thing with religious donations for me.
absolutely.
Mosque, church, synagogue. But okay, go ahead, bro.
That's my brother talking. That's not me now.
That's not you.
Nah.
But
So
No, that's
Go ahead.
I love what he
and
do.
Respect that though. That's
I
he's
love-
tithing, man.
Yeah, I love what he
He's
do.
tithing.
I love what he do. However, I'm not really the person that want to loan money out. I give you money, but I'm not gonna. If you ask me for some money, I'm not gonna say, I don't have it, because I don't need to make excuses for my money. Yeah, I got it. I'm just not gonna give it to you. Now, if my spirit allow me and put me in a place that I want to give out of the kindness of my heart, then I would do that. But don't try to pressure me or make me feel a certain kind of way, because nah.
How can one move your spirit?
But look, this is my thing. This is my thing about from the,
It's connected.
this is my thing from the lessons, right? And it's not about the money to me. It's about the word. You know, did you not know that your word is bond? And
Right.
bond is life, and you should give your word life
Right.
before your words are faith. So for me, it ain't about we good, but we really not good. And it's not about the money, it's about because I thought differently of you. And that was the reason why you got it anyway. And so it's not that I don't love you and care about you, but you lost some space with me. Like even the fact when you say you can't get money, you in another category, which is big. Because I could be there and you could be there for them in some very critical moments. So I hear you about we socially good, but really, for the type of person you are, they lost a lot with somebody like you when you lose that.
Yeah,
I mean,
They
you
do.
know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
hear you
they
on
lose a lot.
You ain't on no nigga shit like, I don't mess with him no more. He got my $200.
Right.
But
Right,
you
right.
really lost somebody that's a really caring advocate for you.
That's
that
real.
spirit. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And
Yeah.
you know what? And people know that.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons we don't loan money is because we don't want to fall out with people.
Right.
We
Right,
don't want to
right.
be chasing
We don't wanna
people
see
for
them
our,
like
we
that.
don't want to chase people for our money. I don't want to
And
be
money will
asking
do
it. He over there on vacation and he know he owe me and all. We don't want to do all that.
Right.
But see,
He said, hey, yo, vacation.
Yeah.
That's why he needed that money.
Hey, look.
yeah, exactly.
Yo,
But-
my
but-
wife
but
is
like,
gonna
for
love this
real.
one. She's gonna love this because I'm like, yo, that's just you force them to respect that.
Absolutely.
And you know, with what you had just kind of pointed out and said, he's just forcing them to respect that. They know not to come to him again. But I have to ask you this: has anyone ever tried to, you know,
Two
if,
people.
if
Two
they've
people
done
have
that?
not paid.
No, but I'm saying,
Oh.
and when they have they tried to come to you again and say, yo, can I get such and such?
One of them did.
Okay.
One
Hey,
of
look.
them did.
And you like,
that
no,
that person didn't know me very
and you
well.
like no, and then
I
explain
know
it.
That
y'all know
person
that-
didn't know me very well.
I know y'all know that most financial advisors, I know y'all know that their recommendation is don't loan money.
Then you can give away.
If you can't give it away,
Correct.
don't even do it.
right.
And that's
a
that
pretty
is
solid
that's
advice.
and that is my advice.
That's how.
Because I don't loan nothing I can't give away.
Yeah.
How about your sons? Do they give money and share money or borrow money amongst each other? If you aware of that or not?
Amongst my sons, I'm very impressed. I think our sharing and teaching the unselfish thing work because they don't care about money with one another.
Yeah, correct.
Absolutely not at all.
Not
you
at
got
all.
it. You got it. Yeah, I got it.
I don't even think
I got
that's ever come up.
I ain't heard nobody be like, "Hey, let me get that back." It's like I got like it just
Yeah.
yeah. I
If
love
somebody-
that part.
Yeah, if somebody
About it.
go to the restaurant to get food, it ain't like come in the house and all right, I'm gonna need my $12.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that
we
was
ain't
true
doing
too
that.
when they were children and used to get all of that money for the holidays. You know, they come on with the holidays, they got $200 and $300, right? You can gift cards and all of that. And it was time as a parent where I would be like, I'm at the store, they wanted something, I'm buying something, and they'd be like, I got my money. I didn't ask them to use their money. You know, so
Right.
I guess their attitude about it was just because I was devaluing it anyway.
Right.
I mean the importance of it, so
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real.
But it's the B2M crew. We were talking about sharing and
Generosity.
and
yep.
generosity and some tips and parents and adults in terms of maintaining our credibility, respecting generosity, being people that share and sharers, but also being mindful that there is a need to check people and have some boundaries in place. We've been partners for 40 years. We chopping it up about raising our 12 sons. We're here in the Code Building in Charlottesville, Virginia. We need you to like, subscribe, help us in this movement to reclaim the village.
Yes,
we got to
sir.
reclaim the village.
Yes.
The village. Everybody talking about it takes a village. The village is destroyed.
Right.
We don't have a fabric in our village anymore. So how do we reclaim the village? As black men, as brothers that love one another, we chop it up, we share with you, we vibe, we grow, we learn. Joaquin, you got something to take us out of here with, bro?
I do. In the words of the great Frederick Douglass, it is easier to raise strong children than to repair broken men. Peace.
Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts.
And I won't stop until I'm winning. I'ma show them how true and independent get it. Whole game changed by the time I'm finished with it. We about to get this business handled in a minute. And I won't stop until I'm winning. They don't want me in the office 'cause I